Welcome back to Omnifactory. Yes, and we already moved into our little sort of terracotta building. Thought we'd get in there and get started. So everything's been moved out of our little mine. In fact, we'll get rid of that entirely. Let's just get rid of the waypoints. Waypoints. Let's just remove you. And let's create a new one right here near our building. So let's head inside. And you'll see we've got lots of chests and furnaces, usual kind of stuff. And we'll just set up a new waypoint just so I can find my way home when I need to. So new home. And let's just use green. Okay, there we go. And I've just been off getting more iron ingots. Moved all the miscellaneous stuff into this chest. I think I'm going to standardize on using birch wood. And when we get to automating wood, we'll standardize on using it. Mainly because birch grows in a pattern that doesn't have any large or small tree variants. It's just one type of tree. So if you have a look out there, regular birch is just like that, whereas oak can become like this, and it's a pain. And yeah, it's just a real pain to actually do properly, and even to get chopped down manually. So we'll go for standard birch, but that means we have lots of extra oak to go. And that means we should probably look at this. So this is fuel burn time 300 ticks. Let's just, for example, let's just multiply this up into, first of all, some sticks, which has got burn time of 100. And let's just put a few of these in to convert this into charcoal. And we'll see how much of a difference that is. We are, however, going to just convert over a couple, well, at least one furnace. There we go. And we'll convert it over into an iron furnace because that's one of the quests. So we may as well get that done. So it's just iron. Kind of expensive at this point in the game, but I'm sure that'll be changing shortly, or fairly soon. Yes, an iron furnace, so that should give us a quest, hopefully. Quest, yes. Furnace V2.0, and the beginning. And then we have a copper furnace, which is the next one up. I thought it was going to be wrought iron, but no, it's copper. Another step up in speed, taking 100 ticks, but we don't have any copper yet, so this can actually just go down. And why don't we just put it in here, sort of our reference furnace. I need to make some new tools, clearly. So 1600 ticks, and it takes, well, it takes some fuel to actually churn it into 1600 ticks, but it goes from 300 ticks. So as long as you have input and you want to use it for fuel for your furnaces, you probably want to do this. So let's just get rid of you for a second and put in our iron furnace. There we go. So weird blending effect, and it can do two things at once, presumably. Okay, so if we just recursively do this now, then can we just put oak wood in there, and let's just make sure I put half through. And interesting, so are you going to do two at the same time? No. So what's this second slot for? Probably just a stack slot then, so you can put in more than one stack. That's just going to convert over into charcoal, and we shouldn't have any problem with that. So yeah, job done. I am going to be replacing this floor as well. I don't mind the terracotta for the ceilings, but the floors, I'm not quite sure. It's too samey, Floors, ceilings, and walls, yeah, a bit too much. Okay, so we've got some stuff we need to turn in. Let's just claim the iron furnace, and we can claim the overworld cake or void world cake again, I guess. Yeah. And why don't we just go and see what's actually over there? So I've not looked, so it could be a complete surprise. And just to make sure we've got lots of stuff I don't want to take with me, let's just dump everything in this chest. Sword. Let's just make a little bit of a pick. And just in case. And then we want our void world cake and our overworld cake, just in case we don't get given one automatically. I must have brought it with me. Didn't I? I'm sure I brought this with me. Where's my overworld cake? Unless it never gave me one. Hang on. Clearly I was blind as usual. It is in this chest. I'm sure I picked one before. So that's fine. And let's, for the moment, it doesn't matter where we put this. Let's go up one level. Yep, we need to clear out this area. So why don't we just put it in this equivalent room up here. Void world. Let's go and see what it's like. Okay, nice void world then. It is just on top of a platform of obsidian, and you do not given an overworld cake. So do take one with you if you're going to do this. And let's head back, and hopefully we end up somewhere near, yeah, where we left. Good. And unfortunately, however, this has a limited number of bytes, unlike Sky Factory. So yeah, you'll need to keep crafting them. And of course, we can keep crafting them through the quests. It is repeatable, so we have a way to do that. We'll probably have a better way of doing it fairly soon, but that's not going to be a problem for right now. Right, so we're on to other quests. So copper we don't have yet. Slimy rubber, we're going to need a plant ball, some slime balls, and sticky resin. Going in such a rubber tree is a viable option for sure. However, if this isn't appealing, it's not. Not unless there's one right outside. You can also shear leaves and make plant balls out of them. Plant balls smelt into slime, and slime smelts into rubber. You'll want to transition to rubber trees at some point, since the ratio of leaves to rubber is quite poor, but we can get started. And of course resin goes into IC2 stuff, into making rubber essentially, so that's fine. We're going to shear leaves to make plant balls if we need to. Yeah, and it's going to give us rewards for doing so. Oops, let's just sleep through the night. Let me just go and get some leaves. And it seems to be that it's quite straightforward to actually get some leaves going, because you can make wooden shears, which is even better. Although I'm not sure I'm going to be doing that long term, but we can get some wooden shears, and this will get us a few things. One is there are some vines out here, and so I do want to make sure I get some vines. Okay, and they'll all drop down. And we'll get them growing back again from the top, which is good. And then, of course, we can get leaves. Now, to get the quest done, you don't need many at all. In fact, I'm just going to shear some of these off. And because it's fast leaf decay, we're going to wear out this tool pretty soon. There it goes. Let's head inside, and we should be able to get that sorted. So we just need to get, let's just get some birch leaves like this. I'll get us some plant balls, and we can put those in our furnace. Plant balls. Yep, this is just an extra stack thing, so we can feed that back around to make more fuel. So that should give us some slime balls, and the slime balls will then smelt into the slimy rubber. So we just need, do we need more than one of these? Just one of each of these. I think that'll be fine. It's already recognized we have one of those, so around we go. And this should convert into rubber. That's going to get salted in a second, so that's done. Then we're going to get more materials. Before you continue, you need to access some more materials. Redstone, finally deep, yes. Copper, tomb, brown resources. Tetrahedrite veins are higher up, while chalcopyrite veins are lower, paired with some small amount of iron. And you also find malachite inside of iron veins. This is another type of copper ore. Okay, tin, coal, and gold. So basically that's all just mining stuff. Nothing really I can do on camera. I'm going to do most of that off camera. However, vein mining trees. Yes, yes. Greatech axes will fully chop down a tree if you chop down the bottom block. However, it absorbs a lot of durability. Only Greatech axes have this functionality. Vanilla and other axes will not work. So Greatech axes, we're going to be using wrought iron axe head, at least. So the wrought iron, let's just look for an axe head. Off of the pattern, the recipe, I should say. Yeah, it doesn't really much matter. It's going to be one of these. So it's going to be wrought iron, presumably. Let's just go for the exact thing. Wrought iron axe head. Yeah, because there's also a pickaxe head as well. So yeah, we're going to need wrought iron, a couple of plates, and our hammer and files. I did grab all the tools, but I didn't move them back into the work tables. So we do actually need to make sure I do that, and they've probably got their recipes wiped out. So let's just get all of those in there, and a little bit of iron, and we need to put that iron through again. So if we're going to get, we're going to need all 5 actually. So let's put that through. That should give us another quest. The sticky resin is done, and let's feed in our various different miscellaneous tools. I think that's everything we need for this particular thing. So let's just look up that. So yeah, we're just going to need 5 wrought iron. Okay, our wrought iron is done, and then we can just put it in here and then set up the recipes as we did before. Unfortunately, it doesn't stay, but if we just get 2 of the plates, and that's that recipe, and let's make the axe head. That's that recipe, and we have that, and then we can see what it's made. It's just with a stick to make an axe. Good. I like recipes that cheap. We can put them into that grid, and we get a new axe. So that axe, we'll just put that stone axe away. and let's see how well this vein mine works, at least for these trees. And we'll see, of course, how much durability it takes. So durability right now is 3840. That didn't work. Oh, wait. Oh, wow. Okay, so it vein mined everything connected to it. But they all drop in the place that the tree is in. They don't come back towards you and get collected. However, that took it down by 1,000 durability. That seems quite expensive. However, I did just get a huge amount of resources, so I can't complain that much. And it may be worthwhile you thinking about planting trees in a regular grid. I don't know if you saw a couple of episodes I did on FTB interactions, but they all grow right next to each other, and that in turn means that when you harvest them all in methods like this, you'll get all the resources, but you probably will kill your axe by doing it. So yeah, 1 birch sapling, 55 oak saplings, and over a stack of wood. Great, I do like that. We have the quest done, we get some more Omni coins, and we have that quest done, some more Omni coins again, and then it asks us to make rubber sheets. Rubber can be hammered into sheets just like metals, and it can be turned to plates. It's inefficient to do it this way, but such is the life of early game GredTech. At least rubber isn't particularly hard to come by. So yes, that's probably why it wants us to get a rubber tree, and I haven't... Can I see a rubber tree around anywhere? No, they're normally easy to spot, but because of the lost cities, it's very hard to actually see for long distances. Let's just have a look over here, see if there's anything around. No, nothing I see. All right, so I'll have to go exploring for that, clearly. So let's skip on through the next quests. And I like the pack already. Because you don't need to go exploring for a rubber tree, you can just make one, which is good. So let's just get some slime, and that is going to be straightforward. We can just put that into here. We'll make some, basically, some of the resin. And the resin we can combine with pretty much any sapling to make rubber tree saplings. So I'm happy with that. And we will get that going. So rubber tree sapling. Yep. And let's get another one. We'll get 2 of those made. Okay, and they should let us duplicate up. And I will just put them right outside. Now, I could do with some dolly or something else that will let me harvest these easily. But, or at least move the wall of, you know, rubber trees. Or rubber wood, I should say. Let's just have a look. Do we have a dolly of any kind? I don't know, cardboard boxes, I don't... Well, they keep the orientation, and they're not in the game either. I need some way of moving a block without disrupting the rubber in it. So once these grow, we'll see if we can actually find one. But for now, we're happy to let them grow. I don't think I have any particular supply of bone to actually go into bone mealing them. So we'll leave them alone for now. So rubber sheets, we need to go and see what they actually need. Presumably just the rubber themselves. So sheet. Whoops, sheet. There we go. Yeah, exactly the same as ingots, to be honest. It's just sticky resin hammered into shape. So that should be relatively straightforward. How many do we need for the quest? 3. So that needs 6 smelted slime balls, which needs lots and lots of leaves, or indeed, of course, rubber we're going to get from the trees. That does, however, need a tree tap, so we need to make one of those, usually. No, not in this pack. Why is there no tree tap? And that's a packing tape. No. Do we not need IC2 tree taps? Maybe I'm misremembering. Anyway, let's wait for those rubber trees to grow. And of course, it's special GregTech wood, rubber wood. It's not regular IC2 sort of rubber wood. So there are no spots on it, so we don't need dollies. Unfortunately, that does mean that we do probably need some way of automating this. I did get some bone meal. You basically put some regular bone in a mortar and pestle, and then you get this. Unfortunately, these have the large and small tree variants. However, since we have this ability, we are okay to get lots and lots of rubber wood. And more importantly, the resin, which is going to be far more important. So we got nearly 3/4 of a stack and plenty of rubber tree saplings. So I'm just going to put these down like this, and it just means I can actually grab rubber whenever I need it. And we'll do the same thing this way as well. That will do for now, I think. On there. I was going to put some more pressure plates on the outside, but I don't know, other than obsidian, anything that opens only by players, and I don't have obsidian yet, so I will leave it for now. And that should be that. So we need to just cook up some resin, and that will start being made into... In fact, no, I don't need to cook up resin. I've already got the right thing. We just need to just change this to the right recipe, which is this, and we need 3 rubber sheets. Okay, there's the quest. Claim and a rubber hammer, useful in all kinds of different situations. Of course, we need 3 more rubber sheets, and they can use it temporarily stop a machine from functioning. Useful when you have 2 machines running and both are unable to keep going because of lack of power. Let one finish, then turn the other one back on with the second hit from the mallet. So doesn't seem like it'll be at all like useful to get started, but maybe later on. We need compact drawers, so we need to get into framing table and framed drawers. Let's get that going. Framed table, framing table, I should say, not framed. Yeah, and that is just trim of whatever kind that we actually want. So if we're going to go for birch trim, we are, we're going to need sticks and birch wood, and that is going to be quite straightforward. So it's cross pattern. We could actually put this in the work tables, of course, but it's okay for now. Let's just put some of this in. And let's put those in. So a framing table. Yep. Usual things. And then the framed, whatever it's called, framed drawer. Is it frame drawer it wants for this? Yeah, frame drawer. So it's just a chest and some sticks. Let's actually convert over some oak, because that just gets converted into regular chests. There's nothing special about it. And sticks. So frame drawer. That should be that quest. Yep, let's claim that. And we've expanded down into... We get a grappling hook? Get a grappling hook. Please let that be a good grappling hook. Very useful in an urban environment, like the one we're in. There are lots of ways to upgrade and improve your grappling hook, so play around with it. An iron hook. Allows floating midair by tying 2 hooks at opposing points. Yes. Yes. Must craft this thing. I'm going to need more iron, though. Iron hook. Yeah. And can we actually... Yeah, we can upgrade it to a diamond one. Plenty of hooks, plenty of speed. So this is going to need an iron pickaxe. So that's going to be usual recipe. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then iron chain, which is iron chain link. Wow, that's actually quite a lot of iron for this, but it should be awesome. So I'm going to go and get more iron, and let's see if we can craft ourselves a grappling hook. So remember when I was all, the ore, it comes in really small veins, just really bits and pieces of iron. Well, yeah, not quite. So when Greg gets involved, once you actually do get to a vein, this is oil sands ore, not particularly useful for me right now, but it will probably be useful more later. It basically gets changed into oil through a few processes. And there's other things as well. So we've got cassiteite and other stuff in here like tin ore from Greg Tech. And then we've got all kinds of other stuff. Quartzite, we've got nether quartz in here as well. Yep, nether quartz ore in the overworld. So yeah, there's lots of stuff appearing around and about of various stuff here. So I'm just going to see if the... yeah, and lots of things dropping down. This is right under our building, by the way. That's actually our building up there in a second. Let me just move over. So let me just show you where I am. Our building's at the top there. So this is just off to one side. So it'd be up there somewhere. Whoa! Really? Really? Go away. Okay, I need to eat. Other than scaring the rest of you, I actually also want to basically harvest some of this ore. And let's see if it's actually any use. So I'm just going to build in a sort of level here, because you can see it drops off quite significantly. It's not easy for me to actually get this stuff, and I don't want to accidentally lose it all. So I'm just going to put this down for a second, and then I'm just going to basically harvest some of this. Yeah, that's quite good. And is some of this iron as well? Nether quartz, Certus quartz, quartzite. It's just various types of quartz. I was hoping for other stuff. Barite, okay. Anything else we're going to get here? Let's see what's in my inventory now. So, nether quartz. Certus quartz, quartzite. Caseritite. What does that get made into? Smelted up, we get tin. Okay, so we've got a source of tin down here. That's pretty good. Did I just throw something away? Yeah, I did. So I need to go and find some more. So yes, I'm definitely going to be looking for more veins like this. And I did more mining. I did actually find lots of ore down there of various types. So let's just have a look here. We've got almandine, sapphires, green sapphires, sphalerite. I'm not sure what that's for yet. Uraninite, I'm sure that's for nuclear stuff. Zinc, lots more zinc. Pyrope, which you might think is iron for pyre, but not so much. That comes to pyrope dust, and that goes into aluminium and other stuff later. So aluminium, magnesium, and silicon, we're not going to go there. However, I did find a bunch of pyrite ore, and pyrite ore is exactly as you might imagine, iron pyrite, etc. I think that's fool's gold, commonly known as. Yep, just smelt it up just like iron ore, and it will actually get that going. Of course, if you can get pulverization going at certain points, you will be able to take one pyrite ore and turn it into 6 crushed pyrite ore, and then modify that again, presumably into pyrite dust, and that goes straight into iron. So yes, 6 times the amount. Right now, however, we just have to smelt it up. Also, I'm being a little bit in reserve and getting some of this done. So we will just get a couple of upgrades done just for this this box up here. I'll show you in a second. What was I going to do though? Yeah, I'm going to actually just craft one of these. Let's just actually craft some sticks. And I want to craft the iron upgrade. Just craft 3 of them for now. And let's just put them all in from the moment. If we don't use that, that's fine. That does mean I can just grab all of the cobblestone from in there, and it can just pile up in this particular drawer. Save space in all of our other drawers, so we don't have to actually use that up. Fine, where was I? I needed chain, didn't I? Because we're going to be producing this iron chain, and that is iron chain links, which is iron ingots. So I am going to actually need to basically smelt up more iron. It's not too bad. The iron chain links is 6 iron each, but you get 3 of them, and then you can take the 3, make them into this iron chain, and then the only thing left for this particular iron hook is the top section, which was something like 7 more iron. So iron hook, there we go. And I hope it's actually not sneak and use to limit to 1 hook, press C to fire hook, jump to retract all hooks, sneak press C while looking for it. Nah, that sounds like it's going to be complicated, but I'm sure we'll get used to it. Especially if we can basically climb buildings easily. There's 5, and we just need to get that going. So the iron pickaxe is just going to be regular pickaxe. And then I just need 2 more. That's 1 and 2. And we should be done. 1, 2, 3, 4. Iron pickaxe gets us an iron hook. Okay. Why don't we go outside and let's see what this actually does. So, as I said, sneak and use the limit to 1 hook, press C to fire hook, jump to retract all hooks. Okay, so we can't just left click or right click it. C to fire, no, that's going to be rebound, so fine, controls. Let's look for C. So much stuff is actually, it's bound to C. Let's get rid of a lot of this stuff. Hook, fire hook is C. Configure tool is C, chat position, is that everything? Looks like everything. Okay, so C. You're not doing anything? You're not doing anything. I'm going to have to try and figure this out. What mod is it from? Baubles. Press C to fire hook. I'm pressing C. Honestly, nothing happening. Fine, let me figure this out. Yeah, it actually works fine. It just happens to need to be, you can't really use it in your hands. You need to put it in a bauble slot, which is good enough. You know, we don't need to actually have it in our hands. And then you can sort of use it. It's sort of very inspired by the Terraria grappling hook, if you're used to that. So let's just pop downstairs and you can get the idea. So if we just sleep through the night for a second, You can fire it 2 times, at least with this tier of iron hook, and we'll see how much the later ones cost and whether there's any improvements. And you can use it to get up to different places. So let's say we want to go up there. Let's just head, well, try and get up there. It's got a range on it. And we can get pulled up like this. And then we can shoot another one the other direction, but there's nothing in range. Let me just shoot up that direction. So now you'll see I'm going to be suspended in between 2 of them. And I can press Shift-C to pull that one in. And now I can basically scale up the side of buildings once I get to between them. There we go. And up again we go. Okay, and getting to the top of buildings might be a bigger deal, or a harder deal, I should say. There we go. And so we can just press jump to get rid of them. So yeah, we can scale up to the top of buildings wherever we want. Getting down's a harder process. Ooh. Is that just the moon? I was hoping that was going to be just a sphere that we could travel to. It is the moon, unfortunately. Yeah, getting down might be a bit more of a difficulty. Yeah. But we have a grappling hook. Great, and should be very, very useful. Is there a pool nearby? And there is a pool nearby. Should we try that? Oh, looks like we can actually make it. Yeah, let's go for it. Oh no. Ah, just missed. There we go. All right, back to the base. And just to give you a view of that vein I was talking about, this is what it looks like underneath the ground. So this is heavy oil here. And there was actually some lava just flowing down here, so it seemed to be a very risky thing to have the heavy oil around. So I removed the lava, and you can see all these various ores. This is mainly an iron-based one with some gemstones. So I'm going to be digging further down and actually getting our scanner, hopefully, to find other stuff. But you'll see here, there's these different colours, and you see lots of ore going that way. And we've got the green colours here, which is corresponding to the nuclear stuff. And there's another batch of blue in that direction. But I'm going to keep digging downwards. We are currently at wire level 24. So I'll see if I can get a little bit lower. And yeah, we'll see how far we get to. Ideally, we want copper. So we want to go hunt for that. And of course, right down here at the bottom, we've got diamonds. And I've picked up some gold as well. So diamonds. Hopefully first diamonds achievement. Yep. And diamonds do show up on the scanner just like everything else, which is great. So gold, obviously got gold blocks. You can see them around here. We've got some that way, but there's some lava that way, so I can't dig that way. And we don't have much more in range that I can easily see for diamonds, but yeah, we can get some going. We're right down by, obviously, bedrock level, so I'm going to head back up to the base, but we've got quite a few bits and pieces going. I can't get to hang gliders, which is the other sort of transport quest, because we don't have leather. Leather needs cows. I still haven't found any cows. I did find one, but I may have killed it. Well, not accidentally. I did it on purpose, but yeah. Cows. And I haven't found copper yet either, and copper, I would assume, is that kind of coppery colour, but maybe you're there, but that looks more like iron, I think. We do get iron in certain sort of distributions. So why don't I just head sort of over this way a little bit, and then let's see if that actually was iron, and come back in a second. And I did hit a major vein of ruby and redstone ores, so we have those available. So we'll put those into the system. However, I didn't find copper, so we will have to find that as well. In the meantime, however, there is one more tool that I think we should actually craft if we can. Let's get some charcoal going, and let's just actually just change this up. We're going to put this in here and get that burning. We're going to craft a dank null. It's basically like a dev null, except better. You can just have it store lots of stacks of stuff. In our case, iron is probably the appropriate one. We need some white stained glass panes, which should just be glass. And do I have any sand to make said glass? It is just sand. There is some outside if we don't already have some. No, for some reason, we don't have sand. We didn't find any underground. So let me just go and collect some of that. Never mind, that's actually going to be far too expensive. You need 5 of these panels. For example, this panel. These panels each take 4 blocks of coal, and I just don't have the amount. We can probably get away with the iron a little bit, and we can probably craft this white stained glass easily enough, but we just don't have everything else. This one is still blocks of coal, so unfortunately I want to keep my coal available, and I'll put that there for now. So pretty much done with today's episode. I think we got lots of stuff done. plenty of mining done, lots of moving in here and getting ready for the next sort of set of things. Let's take a look at the quests. We can just go and pick up another Void World cake just to make sure that I have plenty. Yep. And then we need to head into this more materials. We've got the redstone already. The copper I'm short of. The tin I should have. And the gold nearly. I think I've got 5 gold. Yeah, I've got 5 gold ore. And the tin ore, I think I've got somewhere in one of these places. Let's just move all the ores across. Is there any more ores in there? Yeah, there's the tin ore. So I can craft, how many tin ore does it want? 12. So let's just craft 16. There we go. And that should craft up just fine and be ready for us to complete this. We do have to find that copper though. 2 primary sources, tetrahedrite, so higher up, and chalcopyrite are lower. Still haven't seen any. So I think what we're going to need to go out is spread outward because these veins are quite large, but they're quite far apart. So once you're down below the iron level, I'm going to head outwards in all directions and see if I can actually find them. Unfortunately, I'm running out of our diamond mining hammers that we were given. I think we were given 4 of them to start off with. I've used 2 of them. Maybe we've got 3 to start off with. So what does it take to make another one of those? Diamond mining hammer. It takes 5 diamond for every one. Okay, so I'm going to have to probably explore more to actually get that going. There isn't any other ingots that we can actually use. Damascus steel, that might be interesting. Nope. Okay, that's fine for now. Alright, so next episode we'll keep proceeding with the quests, hopefully getting into machines and early power. Depends on where this actually takes us. I need to get the copper first, and then we'll see where we need to go from there. Rubber soft mallet, not that important, but from just to wires, looks like it's heading towards some kind of machinery. So yeah, and ooh, can we actually do some of these? Yeah, so this endgame tab is actually now available. Yeah, so let's just take that, claim. So the endgame tab, all we need is basically to fill in all the elements of the periodic table, it seems. So we've got iron here, we've got beryllium, thorium, and of course we've got to get these other things that I've not picked up yet, but you just need a stack of each one, presumably. We can't tell what that one is just yet, so we need a full stack of iron. Fine. Anything in the coin shop we actually want right now? Hang on. Spawn cows. 50 Omnicoin. How many Omnicoin do we have? 30. 35. Should I actually use it for this? We've got enough to spawn some cows, but we need a pen for them, so I'll do that off camera, I think. Is there anything else in here that we should actually get, do you think? Maybe you guys can say in the comments. Alright, if you enjoyed the episode, give it a thumbs up. We'll see you next time for some more Omnifactory. Feel super free to subscribe and share. Click on the bell if you want more notifications. And yeah, as always, guys, thanks for watching.